Welcome to an exciting video here on the Esthetic channel. In this video I will be moving my Lasius Niger colony into a Wakooshi Mercury nest. This will be a slightly longer video, so use your timestamps to navigate to the part you are interested in. This will be a very cool and exciting video, so I recommend you watch this video until the end. Also, while you are here, please subscribe to my channel. That would mean the world to me. Thanks. Alright, first I will tell you a little bit more about the Lasius Niger colony that is going to be featured in this video. This colony is my oldest, almost approaching 3 years of age. The first year was very bad for this colony. The queen nearly lost all her workers, so I brood boosted this colony. This went really well and helped the colony a lot. I decided to upgrade them, so I bought a Wakooshi starter set for them. The Generation 1 modules worked, but weren't great, at least not in my experience. The Queen module was becoming very dirty and the ants really didn't thrive in it as they should. A long time went by and after a while I connected a new Queen S2 module from Wakooshi. The ants moved in straight away because this module is much better. You might think, whoa, that's a small worker count for a 2-year-old colony, but trust me, it gets worse. Something funny the ants did was fill up the module with sand. They did this to make the entrance smaller and create a chamber within a chamber. It's amazing to see the ants behave this way. Sadly, they dumped all their garbage everywhere but the outworld. This made cleaning the setup really hard. The setup is also way too big for a colony this size. Only good thing is that the queen is producing a lot of eggs. You will see those later in this video. It was time for an upgrade. Or downgrade, depending on how you look at it. You already saw it in the title. Wakooshi was kind enough to send me a Mercury nest completely for free. Hence why this video is also sponsored by my buddy Wakooshi. I think he doesn't need an introduction, but for the people that don't know Wakooshi, watch this video until the end, where Wakooshi himself will tell you a little bit about him. Alright, let's first unbox the Mercury nest. Unboxing was a lot of fun, especially because Wakooshi gave me a couple of nice extras that I really needed, like a replacement for the S2 Queen module that I now use for another colony. After unboxing, it was time to assemble the Mercury nest. I first wanted to make a tutorial on how to build a Mercury nest. Then I found this QR code that came with the package. After scanning, it brought me to the Wakooshi website where you can find detailed instructions on how to build a nest. These instructions are so good that I don't need to make a tutorial. If you decide to order the Mercury nest, please follow the instructions given by Wakooshi. They are honestly great. For the people too lazy to read, here's a quick montage of me assembling the nest. I want to highlight a few things that deserve special attention. Wakooshi included a special tool to screw in the corner connectors for the outworld part. No, this isn't a fancy feeding dish. You can put in the connector and hold the tool to make screwing much easier. I recommend not screwing all the screws too tight. They just need to sit firmly against the acrylic. Over tightening makes things worse instead of better. Also, a big tip for assembling the Mercury nest is to not use any force. Breaking stuff is easier than you think, so when you are using too much force, stop and see if you're doing something wrong. Assembling the nest is super easy, and if you follow the instructions, you can't go wrong. Last thing I want to show you is a special click-in port at the side of the outworld. This thing is a Wakooshi masterpiece with plenty of functions. You click in the part and rotate it. You hear it click and it sits securely. What a great and unique part. Another thing supplied with your Mercury nest is this liquid feeder. Let me show you how to prepare it. You fill up the test tube with water. Put cotton at the end. Then you insert it into the liquid feeder part. Push it in and lock it. This works awesome. I also put in the cotton from the other side, so I can see the ants drinking inside the outworld. With those steps completed, the final part is preparing the test tube that came with the set. You get several inserts that you can use in the test tube. I highly recommend you use these inserts. Just fill up your test tube as normal with water. Put in cotton and then put in the insert. Make sure there's some space between the cotton and the inserted part. This will divide the test tube and give your ants a much better time. Insert the test tube into the nest. And congrats! Your Mercury nest is finished and should look something like this. Last thing I did was add soil into the outworld. This is not necessary, but Wakooshi recommends it because the test tube will get darker. I used some volcano rock to fill up my outworld and I think it looks cool. For now I keep it simple, but I'm planning on putting some decoration into the outworld once the colony is a little bigger. Alright, with the outworld assembled, it's time to get back to the ants. This is what my Lasius Niger colony looks like, at almost 3 years of age. Bad, right? Yeah, apparently a lot of workers died between getting the package and assembling the Mercury nest. This is of course pretty bad, but nothing to worry about. The ants have a lot of really dark pupae and I can see plenty of brood. Moving the ants over was easy. I disconnected the test tube from the old setup and inserted it into the Mercury nest. Yeah, sorry about my hair. I need to insert the test tube with high precision and didn't realize I was in front of the camera. Whoops. Hair reveal? There were a few escapees, but those were easily picked up and placed back into the outworld. Now, this is what the Mercury nest looks like with ants inside. Doesn't it look absolutely beautiful? What an amazing nest. It's class and design that makes this Mercury nest stand out and work. I think my ants are going to do really well in it. And when this colony outgrows a test tube, I bet Wakooshi has something else in store for me. I'm very happy with the nest. I want to thank Wakooshi for sponsoring this video. Talking about Wakooshi, if you don't know him already, here's the man himself explaining a bit about the Wakooshi Ant Store.
Hey, what's up EA? It's Sid here from Wakooshi. Just want to say what an awesome video, man, and those ants are looking great inside that Mercury nest. And by the way, if you yourself want a Mercury nest, you can find them at our website wakooshi.com, where you can also find everything you need for your everyday ant keeping needs. And if you don't want to pay full price, no problem. Your buddy EA's got your back. You can use this code Esthetic Ants for 10% discount store-wide. Anyway, that's enough from me. Feel free to go check it out for yourself. And also, don't forget to like and subscribe if you're not already. Thanks.
Well, with that being said, we kinda reached the end of this video. I'm really curious to the growth of this Lasius Niger colony. Hopefully they will boom in numbers soon. I think they will. I want to thank you for watching this video. It was a special video and I had a lot of fun making it. Did you like it as well? Let me know in the comments. Thank you and I'll see you in the next video.